Hi, so this is a video about my Deathadder Essential, and basically the story behind it and what I think happened to it. So, earlier this week, I've had this mouse. This was like my first real gaming mouse. It's a mouse that I hold really near and dear to my heart. It's a really great mouse. Never double clicked. It was a really great mouse. But I found the box for it this weekend, and I found it. One day later, my mouse completely dies on me. So it had been having problems where basically it would not be recognized, or it would be recognized, but it would say it was malfunctioning, or it would just straight up stop reading the sensor. But and it would just, like, the buttons would stop working. I'd unplug it, plug it back in, it would work. This happened, like, about once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, not very often. And the lights would work. Everything seemed fine. I thought, maybe my USB port's starting to give, or something. Maybe this mouse is, starting to give way. But then, I left the computer for a while. I was watching YouTube. I left the computer for about, like, maybe 30 minutes, an hour or so. I come back, mouse isn't working. The lights are still on, the buttons didn't work. Obviously, they don't work now because I just opened it up and I can't figure out how to put it back together because the cable gets caught on the thing. Anyways, that's besides the point. So I unplug it, plug it back in, nothing works. I restart my computer, nothing works. So I plug in another mouse into the same USB port, tried this one on different USB ports, nothing worked. Sometimes it would light up, if I can even get my camera to focus. Sometimes this Razer logo and the scroll wheel would light up. Oftentimes it would not light up, but then it would slowly dim on for a few seconds, and then it'd be really dim, you could barely even see it. But it just seemed like it was completely dead. The buttons weren't working, the sensor wasn't working, the lights would turn on full bright sometimes it'd be really dim. Sensor did work, sort of. It lit up. I mean, the laser thing, it worked, but it would just light up, nothing would happen. I couldn't move the mouse would be stuck. I had to use the keyboard. Plugged in this mouse, everything seems to be good. You can see everything seems to be good. I like this mouse, but it double clicks sometimes, so it's kind of an annoyance, and the RGB is a little too bright for me. I could turn it off, but yeah. So today I opened it up, and I think I found the problem to it. So, first up, when I opened it, the light, I knew it was there because, I mean, it's kind of obvious. Why is my camera not want to focus today? I couldn't get this out of the thing, so I just left it, which means I have this annoying bit of plastic over everything I was doing. Let me just flip it open. Now, my initial suspicions were with the cable. The USB cable, I thought, maybe the end had gone bad, or, maybe the wire. I know that happened to my other headphone where one ear went bad, but it still, one ear still worked, but you had to use the cable in a certain way, and it's just kind of annoying to use. So I got a new headset, and I thought, maybe that's the same thing that's happening here. And so I opened it up, I check, and, I check around for a bit, press the buttons a bit, got a bit distracted trying to take this thing off like I'm right now. And I look over here, and I think I see the problem. Now, I've heard some people say that this isn't burnt. I think it's burnt. Some people think it isn't burnt, but it's a straight up scorch mark sort of sorts. If I can get a light, that would be nice. I'll just open something here. Google. I'll just light up my monitor because I'm not getting up to. Okay, whatever. But you can just see that mark right there, and that is the biggest line. Now I don't know what that one is for. Wait, it looks like it's coming from this little wire. Well, whatever it is, it looks like it's burnt, pretty much. Yeah, I thought maybe it's, you know, a Sharpie or something, but I didn't. I've never opened this up, so I don't know. To be honest, to be totally honest, I have no clue. I think it's burnt because it's giving me all sorts of malfunction errors on Windows, and none of the buttons want to work, but the lights still light up. So I'm thinking that these colored wires are for the power, and this is for input. This is pure speculation on my part. I'm not really into electrical. I'm more of a software person. But my suspicions are that these are, you know, power lines. I gotta talk over this so YouTube doesn't copyright ID me. Oh my. Okay, blah, blah, blah. And these two wires here are input. So like the buttons, I think this one might be the buttons, and then this one might be, you know, scroll wheel, and this, the sensor. But if anyone knows, by the way, I am totally new to this. I've only ever repaired Nintendo consoles in my life. Even then, that was horrible. I've never actually finished a repair fully yet, but I've repaired them several times, which is funny. But you can see just the level of burn that's there. It also feels like a slight groove to it, like a groove downward, so that further initiates my feeling that that is in fact a burn mark right there. Because again, everything in the mouse besides anything input related, which I mean is the entire mouse, so it would light up here, down here. It would light up, you know, the little red laser coming from here would, you know, reflect down. It would light up, but it would, none of it would go to the computer. So I'm assuming that maybe this also controls part of the lighting. Also, I don't know if any of my lighting presets worked. I'm not willing to plug in this mouse anymore. I did before, but I'm not willing to plug this into my computer again because I don't want to fry a USB port. I don't want to, you know, have a fire or anything. So if anyone knows what this could be, please leave a comment or send me a message, because that would actually be really helpful. Because I was going to order a replacement cable for this and try and fix this, but that's kind of on hold until I can figure out what this marking is. I've heard, you know, it's Sharpie, it's burnt, it's manufacturer's mark. I have honestly no idea. Because everything else, like the lighting up here on the Razer logo, the scroll wheel lit up, the laser lit up very faintly. This one's always been faint, but I think that's how it's supposed to be. Scroll wheel, it would light up, but very faintly, unless both lit up perfectly. And all the buttons still press down. Oh, yeah, you can press that, and press this. Actually sounds really nice with this. Now, I know I shouldn't get too worried because a new one of these are like 30 bucks now. Well, they were 30 bucks. I thought they were 50, but I guess not. And despite them not selling anymore, there's like a million of them at Best Buy brand new. I don't know, I just kind of want to fix this and it holds a special place in my heart. It's been through so much. This is really the first gamery purchase I've ever made. I mean, besides my Razer mouse pad, which was sort of as a joke because I couldn't afford a Razer mouse when I was like, I was like 11 or something. But yeah, I got this as a gift. It's really dear to my heart. And I love the shape. I love how it feels. I love the side buttons. They're big and chunky. You know, it fits perfectly in my hand. Like, even right now, this just feels so right and so comfortable. This also feels good, but, I mean, this just takes the cake for best feeling mouse I've used. Then again, I mean, I kind of came from an Intel mouse, so that's probably why. So, please, if you know how to fix my beloved friend, the Deathadder Essential, please leave a comment. If I can replace the cable, then I probably will. However, I'm not sure. I might just throw out the whole mouse because of, again, I'm not too certain about that. But if you do know, please leave a comment, you know, like that. So, yeah, thank you for watching, I guess, and, I'll try and get back to your messages, but, I mean, I don't know. Alright, bye.